Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 35 of my Throt the Unclean Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we have cornered Throg inside the Winter Pyre a couple turns later, and we are going to take this opportunity to smush him and do some damage to one of his towns as well. Not sure why these ogres are pulled up here, so we're going to bring them on back. This is our formation. I've actually removed one of the Skaven slaves. We're going to take out the other ones eventually as well, but I've got them replaced with some ogres for now. And then I have the wolf rats combined with the armor ripping duo here, because wolf rats do a ton of damage. So if we're able to get through all of the armor that the enemies may have immediately, especially with the wither we've got over here with Kevin, it will be a crazy combination. So let's get this battle going. We'll bring our front line up just a smidge, and then keep all of our kind of hidden gutter runners back with the beasties here. I want the beasties to be just far enough apart where they're not getting in each other's way, but here come the enemy reinforcements. Throg has a huge force of trolls, and he was trying to recruit up some more, so the option was to, you'll see in a moment, but Malice Darkblade is coming on back, so I decided to attack Throg first. Catapult smashing on in. No real good targets just yet. They are trying to go real wide on us. Let's blast apart these Norscan Ice Trolls sprinting on in here. Like Throg is getting hit with Sublime Jello himself. Scoot the snipers over just a little bit there. They will stay hidden even while firing, which is going to be very nice. Yeah, they're trying for a full flank here. See if we can't drag him out with these two. We can handle this. Sniper shots going out. Let's go ahead and send the assassin in to take out this group of trolls. Throg has switched targets. Beautiful. As he's running on back over, let's hit him with the FLASHBANG, give these guys the target. Keep trying to lure Throg back in. I'm happy to cast out some Pestilent Breath, because it's basically free and it'll rip those Marauders apart. Let's hit these trolls here. Yeah, the wolf rats hit first, which means they're going to take some pretty good damage there, unfortunately. Didn't time that one great. Look how quickly they go down. Alright, now let's pull everyone back. Except for the wolf rats are going to go after these Marauder horsemen. Throg is doing battle with Kevin. Let's kick in some abilities. Give him some help. Or we can get rid of this caster as fast as we can, which I think is going to be the better course of action there. Amazing attacks. Let's charge these ogres in. Have these slingers switch targets to the spearmen there. Perfect. We're getting to use the wolf rats as we would like. Let's drag them through quickly. They're a slippery little rascals. We'll keep our assassin back here ready to come on over and jump Throg. Alright, the Brood Horror got caught, but we're going to keep trying to chase who we want to. Grab you two, have them fire on these trolls. You try to scoot around. Summon some allies in, maybe. Their forces are very, very spread apart here. Exactly how we want them. Give them an anvil. Keep this guy scooting around. I was going to try to pull us into those spearmen. Cowardly he is. Everyone else work together on these Norse controls. Beautiful. That's an excellent firing arcs. Let's see if we can't drop this werewolf here that's joined the party. All the abilities in. We'll go ahead and weaken Throg. He is much stronger than the werewolf. Then we'll flashbang the area. Drop an Overcast Wither on anyone over here to weaken that armor. We'll bring these wolf rats in. Give them some targets. Each one on one of the hunters. Alright, catapults. Better target for you guys is going to be... It's hilarious because they're trying to run away the whole time. Although they're maybe going after my wolves. See if we can't avoid getting hit there. There, that'll do. Switch you guys as target just for a bit, because these ones are trying to flee. Got a bunch of lads here in the middle, so let's kick in some abilities, Scrying Stone, and then we'll drop it over Cast Plague and blend up some Norskins. So just try to stay focused on Throg. You as well, Assassin. Killed that werewolf like it was nothing. Got some spears to break through. It's a lot of mass there. they're gonna have a hard time holding us back. They're in murder and kill. All the things y'all really want to do. All rocks flying at Throg. Wolf rats are in a bad place. Let's pull them through. And we can summon in some clan rats to give them cover. I think Throg should break soon. Let's get Kevin away. He's taking a bit of damage there. Ring the bell. Death runners and the assassins. It's a death by a million poison cuts. Hard to regenerate with that much bubonic plague coursing through your veins. But since they are in their settlement here, we don't really have to run them down. I'm going to choose to do so just because we can regenerate some of our monsters here with healing. And I will get you in a moment.
What orders?
A close victory, it says. We lost a couple rats. They're 188 total. Most of that went to our shaman sorcerer. We got lucky there. I did see that he had a burning head, and he didn't actually manage to get any good casts of that, probably because he was running away from this gigantic, angry, very hungry rat. But very good, very well done. Kevin took a bit of damage there, but he shall heal. We will go ahead and sack the settlement. Beautiful. And then I think we will go ahead and try to set up another Under Empire, although it says, oh, for all heroes. Perfect. We should be able to do that just fine then. Either that, or we want to get back faster since another army with malice running on back. You know what? Since it will kind of punish us like we raised it, we'll just go into march stance and try to get on over and defend. Who knows? Yeah, Malice has some Blackguard, Sisters of Slaughter. He is definitely upgraded. 3 Charybdi. Charybdises? The plural for Charybdis. Oh, Kevin, you are closing in on being perfect. Perfect in every way. I do think we want... That's a really, really hard choice, isn't it? Because the Gutter Wise actually make Gutter Runners pretty good. I have 2 catapults. This would make them both a little bit stronger. We've got more Gutter Runners, though. Let's go for Gutter Wise. Maybe a bad call. Civen here, we'll go ahead and give you... You're all set on melee defense, at least as high as you can go. Counter Striker give you up to +12 as opposed to +12 on Gutter Fighter, either way. Okay, yeah, we'll just start working down Gutter Fighter then. Garrot the Mad. Well, not yet, you aren't. Let's go ahead and... Oh, he's talking about Skrulk. I always think that it's the hero that speaks, not it's the Lord, that whoever is inside. So we'll go ahead and give... Triangulation, very good. We'll grab Ballistic Calibration next. And then with that, ill-gotten gains, we'll go ahead and put in some walls there, and then upgrade the lair of this Troll King once again. We have beaten them back at the moment. We've got several more heroes running around now, as well as in individual armies, so Volmik down here has himself Bak the Plague Priest. And they are waiting to see what's going on down here. Boris Toddbringer is charging on through. He is actually at war with the Bone Ratless. But as you would expect, he is very much at war with the Bone Ratless. Negative 627? Is there something that's less than hostile? Well, yeah, and the other thing that was, I don't know if I can see, I'll cut it in if I remember in editing, but there was a moment where it said that the Vermintide kicked off, but it was with a question mark, and then nothing happened. So post in the comments if you know what happens when... It almost looks like the end times fizzled out, and I thought I was supposed to have one with the Wood Elves. So maybe their army's right here and it's just hiding and I haven't seen it yet. I guess we'll find out. Throt has claimed Middenstag, and I think I'm going to come over and grab... Talabheim is still a bit more, is closer to where we... Let's grab Talabheim. I'm about sick and tired of all this corruption, though. Income plus 27%. Throt, you madman. 1,500 to settle. We could take it all the way up to tier... Oh, could we take it to tier 5? I mean, we could. We would just take some pretty massive penalties for it. I'll go for tier 4. It is a capital, after all. I'll throw it. Let's see if we can find some food in here in Talabheim. Put in some covert checkpoints, as well as the hunting camp. There's your some food. And then, you know, the arcane generators. as well as our Taskmaster platform. All the basics. Now we're broke. But we have another main settlement. We need to stop spending money on these new ones we're picking up. Still a positive 3,000, so let's give him... We'll wait to give the Hell Pit till Boris gets a little closer. Just 2 more Rat Ogres for now. We could grab a couple more if we need them on the fly, or move up to our Brood Horror. We're going to try to wait. For Skull Pike, we have kind of beaten back the enemy, so let's bring you forward into Prague. Where actually has the Death Globes? It's over here. We did mention we don't want to do the Death Globes, but I am still tempted. We could at least get some Avalanche Mortars that aren't avalanche-y. The normal mortars. Bermude had to sprint up north. Once again, they're just kind of going back and forth. We'll continue to chase them as much as they want to run. Who else needs movement? Fort Skrulk, I did manage to jump across the ocean, and they are still trying to recruit up, so let's go ahead and get us another battle here against Wywolf.
My eyes gone, but I see.
We can do no recruiting. Can I cheese the system any? Nah. We're most likely going to lose our Hell Pit. Let's see if we can keep him alive. To the graveyard. It is going to give us a Pyrrhic victory in which we lose... Really? Blight Scab's Plague Pack is the only one that dies. And their melee defense is really bad. Okay, but I don't think we have to fight them in the building, or inside the settlement. Let's find out. Yeah, no, that's on the field. Let's blast them with some plague. Quick jump, got attacked by one of the plagues, so sneezes abound. Let's go ahead and grab the deployment ready. We've got 4 ogres with which to smash our enemies' faces with. Let's grab them and make sure they can charge through the forest and they're not having any issues. 2 over there, 2 off to this side. Ogres can all be together. We'll put the catapults in this little clearing. Kind of the best positioning for them from what I can see. They are going to have to deal with trees, but it's not as bad as anywhere else. They should be able to fire on them the whole way over. 6 seconds till their allies show up. We do have to deal with the werewolf, but I think Throt... no, this is Skrulk. Skrulk can deal with him, no problem. Let's grab both of our Skaven slaves. Keep them up front. Keep Blight Scabs off to the side. Just gonna keep them behind. And then the 2 abominations. Keep the one that's a little unhealthy next to our catapults. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. Battle begin. Did he immediately die? Dude, what's wrong with you? What happened? We talked about this. You're embarrassing me. Alright, well, I guess we only have 1 Hell Pit Abomination. We're already doing worse than the auto-resolve. Chunky Cat Mock is upset that we're recording. If you hear her shouting in the background, it's because she would like some pets. No pets till we win, Maka. Look at these guys dodging. I think they're actually better at dodging than they were before. See if you can dodge this volley. Look at that. Each one a miss. That makes me sad. Okay, well, we may need to drag the troops up just a little bit here since our artillery is so lackluster. It's not even our artillery, it's because of how much they're running around. That was a good hit. Who do we target? They weren't able to dodge that one. Maybe we just keep them blasting. Let them run around and get tired. That unit is basically dead, so we can start hitting this group of spearmen. Their allies have already arrived and they're in the back here. I think they'll start moving on up together here in just a moment. We need Skrulk to have some extra slings. That is something we definitely need to get in with his army. Rest in peace, those guys. Did a whole bunch of nothing. You're really gonna be that much of a chicken? We'd love to play some Total War if you'd like to come on over and oblige. Oof. Amazing hits. Here comes the rest of the army. You're gonna be hiding in the trees. That works for me. You start blasting away at this group. Now, yes. It's too bad we don't have any warp bombs. Let's get our mages up front. Operation, use the big boys as a stop break, and then have the ogres smash whatever's left. Scroll, you just charge on in. No one's gonna be messing with you. Let's be honest. Plague away. Right, you guys pull back though. We need to get in on. Ouch, that was a nice hit. That's exactly what we need to get in on. Catapults. Let's switch up your targeting. Start blasting away these axes here. Summon in some allies for the Plague Lord here in just a moment. Pull you back just a little bit there. Looks like they have themselves a target. Works for me. And their Lord just gonna charge right on down the middle. It's an interesting strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him. Drop a wither on all of you. We can start casting magic with impunity. Into the rod, apocalyptic visions, Liber Bubonicus on whoever wants to come fight. I don't really like you, the Marauder Horseman. Enjoy Plague. Catapult switch targets. Ooh, our Brutor got smacked. Blast some Plague through there to get him out. Their Lord got absolutely smashed. Yeah, Blight Scabs isn't playing, my friend. And speaking of Blight Scabs, let's give them their ability. Death Frenzy, go. Alright, so we're taking a little bit of damage. Let's summon some friends and get you on out. Allow our lovely catapults to do their thing. Targets this group of spearmen. Looks like a good one. Stop throwing axes at my Hell Pit Abomination. He's a sweet boy. And he doesn't deserve it. They should be impacted on those guys. And these other ones broke and ran. Beautiful. Alright, Scroll. You are fighting someone who may be able to beat you. He is a werewolf after all. Well, you're doing pretty admirably. Brute Horror terrified all of them. Charge on over here and get into this guy. Volk is beating the brakes off of you, bud. The worst werewolf that ever existed. We're still bringing friends to the party, though. Beat him down. And that's the victory. Volk the Mighty. Again, we have some units that are going to be able to regenerate, so I'm going to continue to chase some dudes down, and I will catch you all in a moment. And Skrulk proves that no matter where you are, we can still reach you. And it will be violent. The only thing we lost was our self-destructing Hell Pit Abomination. And we will go ahead and sack the settlement then. Lower its overall income and level. As you can see, we destroyed their obelisk. That's the only thing you gotta do to bring down chaos. A rival hide talisman and an artifact hunter. Well done, Skrulk. Please tell me you have enough to go into encampment stance. I'm gonna scoot over closer to the coast there. And then we'll wait. Next turn, we'll be able to warp on away. Envoy of the Council and Voice of the Horned Rat. Voice of the Horned Rat's probably one we're going to go for once we're through his other skills that we want. First, we'll go for Magical Reserves. Make sure he has plenty of magic to be slinging around. Hard to cast Plagues when there's no magic. Warp Forge we could grab. I think so in a moment. I'd love to get Erengrad's port upgraded to the maximum tier there, so let's go ahead and grab the back tunnels up to the chained Sentry Beasts just to keep Erengrad safe. And as far as buildings go, I think we're good there. We definitely want to put in the Pox Cauldron and the Construction Cavern for those passive benefits they give. And then we may go ahead and delete the Breeding Pit for the Taskmaster platform, just because it gives a little bit more benefits there than than in most places, just because we have the access to the port. Down here in Kislev, kind of the same thing. So he's just chilling and keeping us safe.
Master engineer.
Or the Deathmaster. I'd like to get him back home quickly, so let's grab the underway and jump into the Thrall encampment. Over the mountain. We have left all sorts of goodies here at the Monolith of Flesh, so once we have gold again, we will put in the Thieves' Hidey Holes, upgrade up to the Ratkin Mafia eventually, because we'll get 50% of the local income, and as this one upgrades, these ports give us 400 here, in the max tier they get 800 per port, so the Northmen are very good at making their cash from the sea. You and Bok are chilling. You just kind of keep exploring around. Come on over to see what's going on at the Oak of Ages, the King's Glade. Fair enough. Crag Halls of Findle. Yeah, these wood elves down here are quite horrifying. That is a lot of armies. Forest dragons.
The Waker of Trees.
Ooh, what is this faction? Wydrioth? Alright then. We have much to do. Let's make sure that Throt has moved. Yeah, we're all good to go. Let's grab Mechanic Gear and have him try to steal some tech. Do the thing, buddy. Finally, it's been a while since we've had a success. Get too many of those in a row. We'll grab... Maybe grab Boost Income. It'll be great when he comes on back. And while we're in enemy territory, it will reduce their income. Like a rude. Got an Imminent Rebellion over here at Ostland. That actually works. Throt is nearby. He can easily quash that. Rise on up, peasants. I dare you.
Speak quick, faster.
Prince Sigvald. Sigvald seems like he would be a little bit slow. Let us sign a pact in blood. In the blood of innocence and the bones of my fathers. Why? I am trading with Bellicor right now. Does he like Bellicor? He only cares about... I trust you, 0. Why do you want to do this? I mean, he's giving us a lot of money and we're going to make a ton in trade, so why not? Welcome, Sigvald. Not that it's not completely suspicious. Got a rebellion. Apparently rats are stabbing us in the back. Oh, literally. Against council orders. We're up to record effective recipes. All the screams, contortions, howls of agony don't mean much unless the end result is usable. And more importantly, repeatable. We could grow ourselves a brood horror. They're alright, but they're not my most favorite. Let's see if there's any enemies on our borders at the moment. Several destroyed towns, and I think Altdorf and Reichland is dealing with Bellicor at the moment, and he is quite the problem. We're gonna do some maneuvering then. I don't know which way Shab's gonna go, but he's going to start upgrading his army with each turn we don't take him out, so we're gonna have to take a bit of attrition. Don't go too far. Where food where? We'll go ahead and put you into ambush. Try to catch them coming across the bridge there. He may go up north, but even then, that's a little bit more heavily defended, and I can actually deal with that. Take that attrition, and we'll deal with it from there. We're here at the Brass Keep. We can put in a Warpstone Reactor, make that money. I'm not making a ton yet from here, but we'll get there. Gotta wipe out the attrition, not the attrition, the chaos. All the chaos corruption. Probably do with the spelunking holes. Only in this one. If we take it up to the last tier, it does it in adjacent provinces. Well, actually, this time I will chuck in some spelunking holes here at Brudenwald. Costs a lot, but kind of help things out. We may do the same at Middenstag eventually. Boris, what are you doing, buddy? Got a whole heap of forces to move around now. Malice Darkblade is back. Jaeger is back as well. I don't know how many times we have to keep teaching you all this lesson. I'm going to try to allow the temple to defend itself. That shouldn't be that big a deal. And then on this one, we'll go ahead and come on out and start punching people back. What, you didn't think we were going to come get you? Fool.
Beneath me.
Charybdis I'm concerned with. I will wipe out this army, though. Take these guys out, come back, and go into ambush. See about catching Malice slipping. Skipper and Dauntless has gained a man with a bag on his head who calls himself a mechanic. Come on back. Right next to the town, since they usually come here to start their nonsense. And then we will ambush. Only an 80% chance, but that should be fine. As long as no other armies appear from the mists, we should be good. Gotta keep you here, Volmic. This Boris is hanging around. You can pretend like you're not here. And it was always lots of fun to do. Skull Pike. You should be moving kind of carefully through the middle. Clan Rats are considered expendable now. So we can grab a couple spearmen with shields. Cost more than the normal, so I think we'll just grab some normal Clan Rats. 1, 2, 3 as a front line. They're expendable, so the miniguns should still fire over them or through them, even if they're in the way, which is really what we want. Alright, Kevin, we've got more enemies everywhere. Malice is going after some of the more weak settlements, which makes sense. It tends to be how they play. Over here, buddy, so we know what's going on. Several Dark Elf armies coming on in. Oof, that one's going to be a monster. Old One Knights, Dread Knights, Scourge Runner Chariots, Dragons. Oof. They're tired of losing. I don't blame them. I don't think they're going to go after Krakadrak. We need to get over back towards the smaller settlement. But we're still going to stay in ambush stance, try to catch them off guard. For our technology, we're finally over to plans within plans, which will go off in a turn. And then we need to probably quickly get over to ultimate experiments. How many turns? 5? That's not it. Not that important, though. It's growth and more income. Armor for Storm Vermin and Warp Fire. One of our teams, at least. And then new Warpstone uses. This one is probably more useful. 10% more replenishment across the board. Let's grab plans within plans first, and we'll make that decision here in a turn. Alright, let's get to killing. So, Lord Skrulk.
Such pestilent blessings.
I mean, we could claim the graveyard and hand it off to our allies. I kind of want to do that. We are going to take some damage from the plague, or the corruption there. The land itself is going to rip us asunder. We'll auto-resolve. Claim it at tier 1. And we can probably make more money claiming it higher up. I don't want the Longship Graveyard, but I'll give it to you. Let's go ahead and get Triangulation tier 3. Nope. Ballistics Calibration. Then we'll go for Triangulation tier 3. Let's see about making a deal with Bellicor.
Of a time when I flew across the stars, legions in my wake.
How about you pout somewhere else? Throt cares not. Oh, not join your war. I will give you. Make sure this is the right dadgum settlement. The Longship Graveyard. And you shall give me a military access. Sound good, brother?
The pact is struck.
Works for me as well. We are going to be no, we're not. Perfect. We will take that annoying attrition, but we'll just warp back across. It'd be nice if you didn't take attrition from friendly chaos, but I guess no chaos is friendly. That's the point. There's walls there. Bay of Blades. Probably a good idea to make sure we're good to go. But I really, really like more research rate. And Kislev's already nearing max. Go ahead and put in the Warp Forge here at Kislev. Hopefully that ambush actually works out. Deathmaster.
Deathmaster Snake.
Definitely gonna need you. We've got dragons everywhere.
Never.
Maybe not everywhere, but they're on their way.
Shadows.
Jump on over, keep an eye out. We can go into ambush pretty much at any time, and we're gonna need to ambush to take them down. Auto pose. Yeah, you're going to jump into Deathmaster Snicket's army. You're creeping thing then, bud. Let's keep exploring.
This way.
The forest is put back together, isn't it? Val's Anvil times 3. I think there's 3 of those settlements total. Last our heroes, so have you go ahead and try to steal some more tech. Or we can have you wound this mammoth riding fella. Or we can have you go out to the ocean and do nothing at all. That also works. Have any gold for anything good? Just a plague priest. Not that interesting, can't lie.
Scryer is best.
Briar is not best. Molder is best. Briar, oh, Treyarch's not gone yet, but all of the other clans are, which is kind of a little bit surprising. The Goromaddi tribe has moved into the Temple of Heimkel, and we don't even have to defend this one this time. Olaf, you fool. Oh, hang on, now he's right behind. I think they've already taken their turns, so we're good. We'll enslave, since that's very few on the captives. That food ticking on up. Do a turn. Nagaron has itself a Black Arc. That could be good, it could be terrible. The fact that Malice hates us means that, his liege is probably not ever going to like us either. So wait a second. Oh, that was the temple. And Malice, you were one-track mind. Are you coming down here to the temple or Karak Vlag? Ooh, a new Bella Polisher. My favorite. Reader, Tretch is ready again. We may need to recruit another lord up here on the coast. Other than plans, research the following. Oh, there's no lore there within the plans. Also, this is going to take about 1 turn for all of the old school stuff. What else do we want here? New Warpstone uses is going to take 4 turns. It gives us more replenishment. Replenishment's very nice. So is armor. 10 and 5 is really not that much, though. And these just give us more recruit rank and allow us to exploit some criminals. Let's not be doing that. Not yet, at least. I think we'll go for... That's a tough call. I think we'll go for this one first to give us that income sooner rather than later. And then the next one is either going to be up to They Can't Blame Their Tools or new Warpstone uses. And then for you...
Futile.
Yeah, Darkblade's going to be a problem. Jaeger, I'm not worried about. He's
Not a slave.
we'd call you weak, but that'd be nice. The weakness.
Ridiculous.
You are recruiting up some powerful armies now. We need to start crusading up to the north.
Horned am I.
Okay, so what we need to do is bring Kevin down. They can hit the frozen landing.
Chaos command.
It kind of got us at a point where since all these people are at war with us at the same time, we're going to take some damage. Malice is probably going to hit the temple here and claim it. I'm going to keep Thromute where he's at. And Kevin, we're going to scoot over in ambush
Scream.
to this settlement.
Run, fools.
And then at Karak Vlag, we'll bring Tretch back. Grand Chieftain, Craven Tail. And we'll see, buddy. You weren't so mighty last time. Life is cheap. Less upkeep for Skaven slaves and more armor for Skaven slaves. Warpstone, a weapon for himself. Coming back gives him punishment rate and regeneration. He's the worst, is basically it's just what you need to know. Extra speed for clan rats and storm vermin. Missile resist. Upkeep and armor for Skaven slaves. That's a really tough call. Just give him some more armor. Let's allow Tretch to regenerate. He doesn't have any armor, weirdly enough, so we'll give him. I thought I had some warpstone armor. Oh, it looks like I've passed that off already. Well, you get armor when you win.
Call me Lord Craventail.
I will not. But you can have yourself a Helping Abomination and 2 ogres, and then some Skaven slaves. Why not give you some troops to defend? Are we allowed to get wolf rats here? The answer to that important question is no. Warp fire throwers, yes. The others, no. So I think we'll just wait then. Plague Claw is going to be hard to use behind the walls. We need some big beasties. Leave Tretch with what he's at now because we don't have too much on the... Or where are you going? Toddbringer is moving.
Infest me.
Wasn't expecting him to move into our lands. Go ahead and kill Shab here. Skaven on Skaven violence. This army would get run over so quickly. One more auto-resolve. We'll give these ones to the lads there as a snack. Some Skaven jerky.
Feed Throt.
I mean, Throt, do we need you to bring down the Toddbringer?
Sigma forbids this.
He might, but I need to know what you're using.
Address me as Cielo.
I mean, both of these armies together may have a chance. These are miniguns, after all.
That'll work.
I need to know what the Toddbringer's using. Oh, he's got some RORs and some state troops. Huntsmen are alright. That anti-large missiles are never... They always surprise me. A lot of damage. Hand her some replenishment.
I refuse.
I don't really think that's necessary. But what we will do is try to bring these armies together.
Disappoint me. Magic's energies.
I don't want to pull him away from Kislev too far, but the garrison here could not defend against the Toddbringer.
Corruption.
You jump on back in. As long as you're close enough to the town, you should reinforce if they get attacked. I'm going to pull you this way then. He should not be able to reach Fort Ostrosk. Stay in ambush. Kind of quietly sneak around. We can upgrade Erengrad Port. It was 800 gold a turn, up to 1,200. More growth, more trade tariffs, and more tradable resources. Very good building. And for Throt, then, I think we'll just turn him around. I trust our allies here to deal with the Toddbringer. Maybe a bad decision, but we'll see. Gorge is looking good. I think we'll just go for training. I'm never going to take him out of the army. He's too deadly and important. That one's still going to make us cause attrition. Makes me sad. Pulling camp.
Stop now. Must
See if we can move into the next area. Warlock Master's chilling. We have a whole bunch of sneaky maneuvers going off here.
But I see
Snoop back across to Selzenmund.
no underworld.
Skrulk survived.
Lord of the Assassins.
And Dettles us here.
Relent now.
Did I slow him down with Elkich? What can you do? Wound, block army. Yeah, we can slow him down. I would see if we can do this. I'd prioritize that before stealing tech.
Storm slow them.
Yep, you're gonna take even more damage from running around in the Chaos Wastes.
Shadow.
And so for the Deathmaster then, let's go ahead and put in Camp Stance. Back in friendly territory. Not really actually replenishing that much then. We'll do an ambush. Pretty much the same amount. Or 100% ambush chance.
Going, yes.
Doom
You can jump in the army. You can come back on over here and kick out these Skaven slaves. See you, buddy. Expendable you are. We need walls at the Starl encampment. That is for sure. That's as much upgrades as we got for now. Let's see if anyone else can move. I think we're kind of good to go. Everyone's got to be where they've got to be. Charge lock. Keep exploring. You're kind of trapped in the forest here. Let's come on out and see what's going on with Bretonia. All Parabon's under attack. They didn't even have an air raid siren. Good for you guys. And Malice the Edgeblade has moved in on the Temple of Heimkill. You are so lucky they cleared the way for you, although his army would have crushed us underfoot. I cannot wait to fight this, he said. I'm lying. This army is gonna be. Ow, you guys took some damage. Thank you, auto resolve. Oh, I guess he's gonna claim that for himself. And we managed to ambush Darcis. Well, let's get one more battle in. I guarantee we'll lose some troops. Yep. He's got some Nagaron Black Guards, some Sisters of Slaughter who are very dodgy. And then the Cold One Dread Knights are the unit I'm the most scared of. We have almost nothing to deal. Well, I say that. Helping Abominations probably deal with that quite nicely. Let's tick on up with the food. Bring some extra friends underground. Still in surplus. One more up to 5. Sounds good to me. And he was a decisive victory now. All right, let's prove them wrong and make this kill half our army. Let's go. Loading screen beat me to it. I was in the middle of sipping on some water. This short break brought to you by water. Drink some. Start deployment. And we'll get the Skaven slaves off on this side. Make the enemy think this is the place to be. It's not, just so you know. Have the slings off on this side as well. Causing their distraction, doing their thing. Throwing rocks and mud and sticks and whatever else they can find.
Council's command.
Not the best. Yeah, we can have different groups so if they get caught, it's not all of them shutting off at the same time. That's not a good spot. The positioning of these 3 slings matters all the most. Thankfully get in on the Reaper Bolt Throwers pretty much instantly. We'll have Wolf Rats in the back. Want both of these guys on the Dread Knights. Find you a Dread Knight and give it a hug. Then we'll have you guys smashing on in. Want them to be in the woods now because they're gonna try. I think they're gonna try to pull back into the woods themselves. Light cards. The Death Master and our Plague Priest. Keep the Plague Priest with the boys. Let's get this battle going. Those are Blackguard. Slam on in there. Kill those Dread Knights dead. Have the Ogres smash on in into the Shades then. We're going to take some damage from... Oh, I forgot my most important units. Slaughter those Dread Knights dead.
I am ready.
Scoot you around since you should be invisible. And if not, Concealment Bomb. Ogres smashed into people that are going to lose in a fight too, so we need to quickly get them some help. Go get them. Actually, charge in the back of these Blackguard. That will actually work out quite a bit. Blow them up. Red Knights are already gone. Let's charge in there and give the Sisters of Slaughter a good wallop. Get everyone in there. These Rat Ogres here are going to need some help. Hold them away. Deathmaster's in the middle of the Blackguard of Nagaron. We are going to kick in this one and the Weeping Whirl of Blades. And an elite unit gets eviscerated. We'll go ahead and pull him away, allow the slings to deal with the rest of the damage there. Nope, you guys just hang out. You spread pestilence over this way. All the beasties work together. Num num on those Shades. Bring you guys back since you will lose a fight, Sisters of Slaughter. Keep smashing them. But drop a wither on the Lord, and these... can't think of their name right now. Bleak Swords. It's an edgy name. The Swords of Bleakness. That was a pretty resounding victory there for the Deathmaster. That tends to be how ambushes are. We're going to round up as many of these lads as we can. That was like a full squad of... That was a whole bunch of throwing stars to the face. Do it again. You missed. He's right here in front of you. Alright, I'll catch you on in a moment. And the Deathmaster once again triumphs over the Coneheads. No surprise here. We will go ahead and eat these captives. We need some help with replenishment. Settlement looted. It wasn't enough for you to claim that from me? You needed to loot as well, huh? Fair enough. Looks like they are definitely working together here.
You know nothing.
Oh, they're a defensive ally. They're definitely working together. It's the old Wintertooth Aggrave combo. The growth of that was emptied. I didn't realize we had killed enough to do so, but very good. We gained 1 Helping Abomination, 2 Ogres, 1 Horror. Love some Wolf Rats, but no such luck. He's combining his, or coalescing his forces over here to protect his newly gained land. We've got much to do. We've got to reclaim our lost holds, as well as defeat the Todbringer lost some troops. You sure you want to be here, buddy? Either way, that's all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I'll see you on the next one.